Good day, everyone. Welcome back to another great section of this wonderful tutorial class. Today, I will be looking at how to solve a very important question in physics: temperature and its measurement per se. Please don't skip any part of this video. In case there's anything you don't understand after this question, you are free to watch this video over and over again. The video will not be too long, so please try your best to watch the video to the end. Don't skip any part of it. Avoid distractions. Thank you as you follow our class rules. Now let's move to what we have today. So the ice and steam point of a mercury in glass thermometer of centigrade scale and of uniform bore correspond respectively to 3 cm and 90 cm. Length of the mercury thread. When that is full stop. When the length is 12 cm, the temperature is what? So I don't know if you understand this question. Look at the question. The question is the ice and steam point of a mercury in glass. There's what we call mercury in glass thermometer. That's when you put mercury inside glass thermometer and use to measure somebody's temperature or something temperature. How I responded was that then when they checked it, maybe they wanted to calibrate it, they check it. The ice point. Ice point means lower freeze point or 0 degrees Celsius. That's the temperature at ice point for centigrade scale, because we're looking at centigrade scale here. Yeah, we're looking at centigrade scale. That is 0 degrees Celsius is the ice point temperature for centigrade scale, while the steam point is 100 degrees Celsius. Ice point is also known as lower freeze point. Then steam point is also known as boiling point, which is the upper freeze point. Take note of that. Melting point, ice point, lower freeze point, they are all 0 degrees Celsius. They are all the same. Then boiling point, steam point, and upper freeze point are 100 degrees Celsius, and they're also the same thing. Now the ice and steam point, they said ice and steam correspond to what? 3 cm and 19 cm. So ice correspond to 3 cm, steam correspond to 19, what they said respectively. So the first one belongs to the first one here. Ice is the first one. This is the first one. Steam is the second one. This is the second one. So they said that means 0 degrees Celsius correspond to 3 cm. 100 degrees Celsius correspond to 19 cm. That's it. Now the question is now, if 3 degrees Celsius is 0 means ice point, degrees Celsius will correspond to 3 cm, and 100 degrees Celsius correspond to 90 cm. What degree Celsius will correspond to 12 cm? That's the question. If you want to solve this problem, you're going to use the principle of interpolation. That's what you use. First, you do draw the two scales. Draw the centigrade scale, draw the mercury in glass and thermometer scale, which can be calibrated in cm. The next thing, you start arranging. Now, if you check, we have 3, we have 12, we have 19. 19 was the upper freeze point for the scale, because it corresponds to the upper freeze point, which is the 100 degrees Celsius. 100 degrees Celsius is the temperature in degrees Celsius for upper freeze point, which is the ice and steam point. Steam point is 100 degrees Celsius. Anytime you hear steam point or upper freeze point or boiling point, is 100 degrees Celsius. Then lower freeze point or melting point or ice point is 0 degrees Celsius. That is in Celsius scale, not in Kelvin or Fahrenheit or Rankine. So they said, okay, we have 3, we have 12, we have 19. So you check, 3 is the lowest, 19 is the highest. The same thing, we have 0, we have 100, we have X. So how you arrange this one, it's not like you don't just arrange it, any of them, or you just arrange it to anyhow. Look how to arrange it. After you have drawn this scale, ensure you put this 3 in where you have this 0. So this 3, see this 3 is 0 is the downside there. You put this 3 there because this 3 corresponds to this 0. Ice point corresponds to 3. So this 0 must correspond to this 3. Very important. Then steam point corresponds to 19. What is the upper freeze point? Must correspond to this 19. So this 19 must correspond to this 100 here. Then if you check, 19 is higher than 100, so 12 should come down. Assuming what we have here was 20, you move it up. Although if you bring it here, make sure it corresponds to the unknown temperature, you still get the same answer. But to draw it well, if it's 20, you just move it up. Then you go just move it a little bit up. Yeah. So 19 will correspond to the upper freeze point, which is steam point. Then the next thing is what is it called? The unknown temperature, which is 12. So 12 will now correspond to what? If 90 corresponds to 100, 3 corresponds to 0. 12 will correspond to what? That's the question. That's the question. So to solve this one, now you use interpolation rule. I like picking the unknown first. If I'm using interpolation, what do you do with interpolation rule? Just solve a particular mathematics here, repeat the same thing here, the same thing. That is equate the two. Look at what we're going to do now. We'll pick this reading, remove the lower freeze point, pick the upper freeze point, remove the upper point, divide the two, then do the same thing here and equate the two. You get answer. That's called interpolation. So we're going to have x minus 0. Look at it here. X minus 0 divided by 100, which is the upper side minus 0, will be the same thing, which is equal to what corresponds to s here, 12, minus what corresponds to 0 here, 3. Just the same thing here, divided by what corresponds to 100, 19, minus 3. That's all. Just do something here, do the same thing here. You can say 100 minus x over x minus 0 will be equal to this minus this over this minus this. But that will be more complex. I'm just showing the one that will be very simple to solve. You just pick this unknown, pick the downside, pick the upper side, pick the downside. But ensure you pick unknown. If unknown is the upper side, pick the upper side first before you pick the downside. Then pick this reading before you pick this one. Ensure you pick the unknown first. That will make the thing very, very simple. So the next thing, let's see what we're going to have next. So we'll be having x over 100 is equals to 9 over 16. Next, x over 100 will now be 9 over 16 is 0.5625. Then multiply this, multiply by 100. 100 times this, we're going to have 0.5625 times 100. I'll give us 56.25 degrees Celsius. If you approximate this one, you're going to have 56 degrees Celsius. Or you solve it using this formula to get the answer directly. Now, how do you use the formula? The unknown temperature in the centigrade scale will be equal to the length at the unknown temperature minus the length at ice point or 0 degrees Celsius divided by the length at 100 degrees Celsius minus the length at 0 degrees Celsius. That is 100 degrees Celsius. Or you apply this formula. That is x is now equal to the length at the unknown temperature was 12, at 0 was 3, at 100 was 19, at 0 was 3. Then multiply by 100, you're going to have the direct answer, which is 56 degrees Celsius. Thank you. See you guys in our next class. God bless you all.